Hello, everyone. This is David Morgan, morganreport.com, and this is the backstage for the Metals Investor Forum for June 2021. And shout out to the Metals Investment Forum and doing a sequence on the silver market, which of course is always makes me smile. So today I have Warwick Smith, American Pacific Mining, and I'll try to not take up all of his time, but David Smith, who's our senior analyst, and myself went over to the project not that long ago and spent a couple of days hiking around like we do, and quite impressive. So Warwick, let me turn it over to you. Give us some background, maybe something on the management, and then talk about generally where it is and why not only I but others are excited.
Yeah, happy to, David. So this is, and thanks for having us on. We greatly appreciate it. The main asset is the Madison copper gold mine, past producing copper gold mine, produced from 2008 to 2012, 2.7 million pounds of copper, between 20 and 35% copper. So incredibly high grade skarn at surface with a porphyry underneath. We're working it in partnership with Rio Tinto. Rio may spend up to $30 million US to earn 70% of the project. Drilling as we speak, as you got to see while you are down there. Obviously, with a partnership with Rio Tinto, they're looking for something big, and we feel that owning 30% of a Rio Tinto-sized target can be a tremendous win for American Pacific shareholders, especially based at a $40 million or so market cap today. So, the management team is myself, Eric Saderholm. Eric is the former head of exploration in the Western U.S. for Newmont. Ken Cunningham is one of our directors. Used to run Miranda Gold, did an excellent job with them, and then Jonas Lang, who is is a VP for Maple Gold Mines, was instrumental in bringing in the Agnico Eagle for that transaction. So great team, great guys to work with, fantastic lead asset, and then two other great assets. I mean, your guys love silver. Gooseberry is a high grade silver gold asset just outside of Reno, Nevada, and then Tuscarora is a high grade epithermal system just outside of Elko, Nevada. Focused on high grade assets in the Western US. That's our sweet spot, and that's what we're going after.
Very good. Well, let's talk about what I got asked during the regular session. That's, stock price moved. What happened? And I know you're going to answer that. I just want to smile and say, I have moved stocks, but I haven't lately in a long time. But it's not my function, of course. We just try to find value investing and speculations and mid-tier and top tiers that make sense for investors, but we know why. So why don't you explain to our audience why you saw such an increase in the share price?
I'm certainly happy to pass some of the credit your way. I mean, I think you guys started covering us. We were about a $7.5 million market cap. For some time, the stock had traded sideways, and we knew it was a factor of kind of stock dynamics, financing that came free trading. Guys were up 4 or 5 times their money, and then shares that we'd paid for the asset came free trading and were distributed to the shareholders of the other company. And we knew that was going to flatten us out, and it did for some time. The company needed a spark, and that was provided both by you guys, and then the addition of bringing in a strategic investor by the name of Michael Gentile. Michael is a very well-known strategic investor for junior mining companies. He only takes 6 or 7 positions, and then gets involved and really helps shine a spotlight. Most importantly, to sort of institutions and big trading desks of all the big houses, they listen to him, and I've seen this in spades. So it's been a tremendous help for us. I mean, the stock has done incredibly well in the past 3 weeks. It's traded about 45 million shares. We've gone from having $1 million in cash to over $4 million in cash. We're in a fantastic position. We only burn $100,000 a month because we have a partnership with Rio, and we're free carried at the moment. So we're in a very strong financial position. The company is growing. We're getting new, strong institutional shareholder base, which is something we had been striving for. Yeah, I mean, the company is in a very strong position at this point, and something that we've worked hard for a long time. So we're very pleased with the way it's going. We think it's got a lot of room to grow.
Very good. I'm going to back up slightly, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but going back to the project with Rio Tinto in Montana that David and I visited, what impressed me not only is the size and the quality and all that's going on, but I have to emphasize, and maybe you did, but I want to reemphasize, it's got almost every mineral on the planet you can name there. I mean, it's got copper, gold, silver, tellurium. I think it's got almost everything. Can you just kind of confirm that?
Yeah, no, happy to do so. So it's unique in its qualities. So it is a very high grade skarn at surface. And then in 2017, the predecessor company drilled into the porphyry down below, showing the presence of the porphyry. We're 48 kilometers from the Butte mine, which was the third largest porphyry in the world. Produced 21 billion pounds of copper, 3 million ounces of gold, and 715 million ounces of silver. That's the grand prize. But the skarn itself, you know, Eric, I mentioned to you, Eric and I first went underground here in 2016. We were underground, and Eric said to me then, and reiterates it now, these rocks look just like Fortitude. And, you know, the Fortitude skarn is a 2.3 million ounce skarn, and then underneath it became a 25 million ounce gold deposit with multitudes of copper as well. So yes, you've got all the elements there. You've got a tremendous opportunity for a large success, being financially backed and pushed forward by one of the largest mining companies in the world. So yeah, we think we're in a really strong position as we drive forward here.
Well, as we drive forward with our interview, I'd like to drive over to Gooseberry since I am known as the Silver Guru. Why don't you give us the latest on Gooseberry, please?
Yeah, so we've debated on Gooseberry for some time. We picked this up about 18 months ago and had, you know, considered joint venturing it out. We'd even considered monetizing it at some points. But, you know, as we went forward, as more cash has come in, as the company has grown, we've looked at it and said, the grades here are spectacular. This was last in production in 1994, last in hard rock production in 1991, and hasn't really been touched since, I shouldn't say hasn't been touched since 1994. We staked this project. We picked it up for $20,000. You know, our intention now is to go out and drill this. We're actually in the process of permitting, and we're looking for drills as we speak. So we hope to drill late this summer, early fall, probably at the latest, just depending on getting drills. You know, but when you pick up a staked project in the Western US, you got to go out and find the data. We were able to track down 12 old bankers' boxes of data at the University of Nevada, Reno. We're the first people to put together a 3D model. But most importantly, what came out of that was the original drift and stope maps, and the grades on it are wild. I mean, you know, production grades, not just drill holes, but production grades of, you know, 0.9 meters, 113 grams per ton gold, and 4,500 gram per ton silver. 28 grams gold, 3,500 grams per ton silver. This is the stuff that we're chasing up after. The vein gets fatter. It pinches and swells like a lot of them do. But when it pinches, and if you hit it, man, oh man, you get some fantastic grades. We're excited to get after that. We own it 100%. We also own Tuscarora, the other asset, 100%. So a couple of great high grade assets that we fully own, and then Madison partnered with Rio Tinto.
I don't know what you can say. I could say almost anything, but CEO, can you give me your opinion? And if you can't, just tell me. Do you think the market's actually priced in Gooseberry into the situation, or you think they're overlooking it?
I don't know that they're overlooking it. I think the market for a long time, we were under pressure from those shares coming free trading. That was the real issue for American Pacific. It was that long sideways trade. We knew it. We knew we had great assets. We knew we just needed that spark. We've received that spark now, and we intend to turn it into a full-on inferno. That's just what we're looking to do. So we want to get out. We've got Rio drilling here. We're going to go drill Gooseberry. We intend to create a lot of excitement based on that, and then we'll make a decision here in short order on Tuscarora as well. There's every reason we can grow this company. We have the funds. We have the backing. We have great assets. You know, we've done it before. We certainly intend to do it again.
Excellent. Well, not to push it too far, but we like to keep these around 10 minutes, and because it's the average. This isn't the group. I was going to say something about today's standard attention span, but I'll leave that to the side. But you have gotten nominated as a finalist for the S&P Global Platts Global Metals Award, and this is not just somebody's internet site. Can you tell us what that means, and you're in the running with whom?
Yeah, so we got nominated for Deal of the Year based on the transaction of buying the Madison mine and the partnership with Rio. That came as a package. So yeah, thrilled to get this nomination. We're somewhat surprised because it came out of the blue. But look, S&P Global are a massive outfit. We're nominated with 3 other companies, all of which have north of $1 billion valuations: U.S. Steel, Granges and Cleveland Cliffs, and then American Pacific. So it puts us in very good company. Kind of lends credence to what we've been telling the market, that this is a big asset in a small company. So really great to see this nomination. I think the actual award ceremony is at the end of October. So thrilled to be nominated. If we win, we'll celebrate that as well.
Very good. Well, that's pretty much the end, but let me give you one softball. Is there anything that you haven't voiced that you'd like to for this audience?
I think that there's going to be a tremendous amount of news flow going forward here. Rio's drilling as we speak. We're going to have trenching results from them. We're going to recap everything they've done so far. We're going to have the drill results from them. They're going to fly a drone survey, all of which we've announced, but those are all coming this year. We're also going to get going on Gooseberry, so we'll have a lot of news there as well. And then we're going to make a decision on Tuscarora here shortly. So there's going to be a tremendous amount of news going forward. Yeah, it's certainly an exciting time for us, and we're looking forward to the rest of 21 and into 22.
Warwick, I'm just so grateful that we connected. I think you're going to make me look good. I appreciate it.
You've made me look good so far, so the thanks is on my end. I certainly appreciate it, David.
Well, fair enough. So we'll go ahead and sign out, and looking forward to seeing you face to face here in the not too distant future.
Me as well. Cheers.